You know, I understand that you recently got to interview American Idol Season 8 winner Kris Allen. How cool?
How cool. And what a great interview. This kid is, I mean, he's humble, he's talented, he has a great voice. We talked for a really long time about charities, everything. I mean, it was so good. Do you want to take a listen?
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look.
Hey everybody, I'm Danielle Knox. I'm here hanging out at Sun Life Stadium with Season 8 American Idol winner Kris Allen. All right, Kris Allen, thank you so much for being with us on the Balancing Act today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You know what, when I watched the show, the first thing that went through my mind was, this kid's life is about to change.
Yeah.
How much so?
You know what, completely. It's a weird thing because, and I get that question a lot, but I mean, I was doing absolutely nothing before the show happened, and now I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do, and I'm really happy, and I get to play music for a living, so it's a very cool life.
You know, you talked about playing music for a living, and when I was reading your bio, I just was tickled because I have a 9-year-old son. When you said that you were in your room, listening to Michael Jackson's Dangerous, right? You have your hat on, you're doing your little moonwalk, all this stuff, and who walks in?
My dad.
And what did you, were you mortified?
Probably just more embarrassed than anything because I'm not a good dancer, and just, I mean, it happens all the time, I think, with when you're a kid, you know, get embarrassed a lot, and your dad walks in on you dancing. It's probably not the thing he wants to see you doing, you know?
But the cool thing is your dad was like, listen, go for it. If this is what you want to do, and how important was that to you to have that support of your family?
My parents were a huge support of mine. My dad was a musician, and so music was in our family all the time, and I don't know, I mean, they were always just like, if this is something, we believe in you, and if this is something that you believe in yourself with, you know, go ahead and try it out.
Do you ever keep in touch with any of the other Idol contestants?
Some of them, you know, me and Adam text every once in a while, and everybody's so busy, which is great, you know. I talk to Anoop sometimes, or Matt, or Danny, and it's good to talk to those guys.
You know, you and I were talking a little bit off camera before the camera started rolling, because I was so fascinated by what that feeling must be like, Kris, to be standing there. It's you and Adam Lambert, and you really don't know which way it's going to go, although you know there's been a groundswell, right. For Adam.
Right.
So when they say Kris Allen...
You know, I didn't know it was going to happen, but when you're on the stage, it's... Me and Adam were kind of like, whatever happens, happens. You know, I'm happy for him if it works out, and he was happy for me. So it was kind of a cool thing between us. But for Ryan Seacrest to call my name, it was definitely a cool moment, and just kind of a release of the whole year, really, because it had been so long, you know.
What has the last year been like for you? Because I know you've been on the road a lot.
Yeah, I've been on the road for about a year now, and it's been such like a learning experience, and a great one at that. You know, out with Keith Urban, opening for him, opening for Maroon 5. We just got done with a tour with Lifehouse, so it was a great summer and great fall. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think I could ask for anything better than that. People that I grew up listening to, and I'm opening for them.
And I was going to ask you about that. You talk about Keith Urban, you talk about Maroon 5, and you talk about this little kid from Conway, Arkansas, right? And you said the year before you won Idol, you really weren't doing much of anything, and now you're opening for these people. Yeah. I mean, what would you say to other kids who have a dream, other kids who want to pursue music?
I think the biggest thing is just keep trying, and because it's not easy. And I mean, and I think people think that you're either going to be a big star or absolutely nothing. You know, like if you love what you're doing, like you're going to be successful at it.
Put your hands together for Kris Allen!
Well, you know, you've been all over the world. I mean, you have thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans. Do you see a common thread in all your fans, or is everybody different?
They're all a little bit different, but I mean, they're devoted, which is great. And there's a lot of fans that come to a lot of shows. They'll fly to come to shows. They'll drive a long ways, and that's great. You know, and I feel like they get my music out there, which is great. And so it's cool to have fans that really care and care about the music and care about what I'm trying to do.
Now I can't stay away from you. All right. Love you too.
And you know, I have to say, ladies, you know this young man is married, but when you're out there on tour, Do they come after you? You can be honest. You can tell me the truth. It's just you.
I mean,
nobody's watching.
No one's watching except for the 10 cameras that are in here. I think the funniest thing is when usually at the end of the show I'll go out into the crowd and girls' hands will wander. And yeah, it's okay.
You know what I love is that you do a lot of stuff for charity. I know you just recently went to Haiti. Tell me about that.
I went to Haiti. It was kind of a weird experience, but it was really cool too because it was right after the earthquake happened, and still everything was completely in rubbish, and it was a kind of devastating, but a little. When I got back, I was like, you know what, I'm doing something, and I mean, we ended up raising like $200,000 for the cause, and hopefully that goes to something really good, and I'm hoping that Haiti can come out of that and hopefully better. I think that's what other people wanted to do, is just come out of that whole situation better than what it was before.
Are there any other charities out there that you're involved with that are important to you?
Yeah, I'm involved a lot with Music Empowers, which is a organization that tries to put music in schools, and I just want other kids. I feel like that's the one thing that gets knocked out of schools, but hopefully that can be something that kids can latch onto when they're at that age.
Wow, some really interesting stuff.
I know. And wait, there's more. We have a part 2. I mean, we had such a really great long conversation. It was almost like, I don't want to leave, you don't want to leave. So we're going to listen to part 2 when we come back, okay?
You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.